Hey guys, it's Kate here. Welcome back to my channel, Happy Healthy Moms. I'm so excited you're here today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and like I'll always, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. Alright, so today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do to lose weight when you have absolutely no idea where to start. Alright, so I have a little experience with losing weight. I lost 65 pounds after my daughter. I've dieted my whole life, but really after I had my daughter 2.5 years ago, I really honed in on how to lose weight for my body. I really got into nutrition. I worked with a nutrition coach, which got me into nutrition coaching as well. That's how I really got into it. So I really developed a passion for nutrition and weight loss because I always felt like there was something wrong with me. I couldn't lose weight, and it wasn't until I really educated myself and learned the science and learned what I could do. So that's what I'm going to start to show you guys. So here are just 5 easy things you can do where you have no idea where to start. You know you need to lose weight, you want to look better, you want to feel better, but you just have no idea what to do, where to start. So let's go. All right, number 1, my biggest thing that I tell people, start here. I tell all my clients, start here. I do it myself. You need to, number 1, track your food. Track what you're eating. Honestly, you need to just write down. You can use an app. I am a huge fan of MyFitnessPal. There's a ton of apps out there that track your food. You can even scan barcodes so you don't even have to type stuff out or write it down. You know, if you don't want to deal with a phone right away or an app, just you need to log what you're eating. You need to see a breakdown of what you're putting in your body. I'm not saying you need to set up your macros and you need to hit this and this and this and hit your protein every day. No, I'm saying step 1, where to begin, is to start writing down what you're eating, because sometimes you have no idea that you're snacking or you're picking, and it might be 400 to 500 calories of just empty calories, I call it, which are basically non-nutritious calories that you don't even know about. So it's really, really important. Track your calories, please. If you do use an app like MyFitnessPal, you'll be able to see a breakdown of the protein you're eating, the carbohydrates you're eating, the fat you're eating, and until you have a map, a roadmap of what you're putting in your body, you're not going to know how to change it or what to change in your diet to make changes. So you need to track, you need to write down what you eat, and please be honest. You're only competing with yourself, so you have no reason to not be honest when you're tracking things. So and even for a week, a solid week, Monday to Sunday, I want you to just write down what you're eating so you can get a big picture of what you're putting in your body, because I promise if you're trying to lose weight and you don't know what you're doing wrong and you don't track what you're eating, you're going to be in for a big surprise, because even myself, sometimes I'll eat something and I'll track it. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that that's what I did yesterday. That's probably why I haven't lost a pound, this week. So it makes a huge difference. So please, 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 number 1, write down what you're eating, track your calories. All right. Number 2, also when it comes to tracking your calories, this kind of leads into number 2, watch what you're drinking. So people do not realize that liquids and drinks add up throughout the day. All those Dunkins and Starbucks coffees that you're getting, yeah, they're amazing, but they are loaded with sugar. I went to Starbucks with my husband the other day and I wanted like a latte, an iced latte, and I picked a sugar-free syrup and got a cold foam, and you're thinking like, oh, it's a sugar-free syrup, light milk, maybe a little whipped cream on top. You don't realize, if you track it, that drink has like 30 grams of sugar. So watch your coffees, definitely. If you're a big drive-through coffee person, watch your coffees and those sugars and those creams, they add up. Watch your sodas, watch your juices. All those things that you're drinking that you're not thinking about, those add up sugar like crazy. You guys know I'm not a fan of juice. Juice has so much sugar. So just watch what you're drinking. An easy trick that I tell people, just swap one drink out with water. If you're a soda person, take one serving of soda a day, swap it out with water. If you love orange juice with breakfast, you know what? Do half orange juice, half water. Cut it down a little bit. It's still gonna taste like orange juice, I promise. If you must have your orange juice, at least dilute it. Please, at least dilute it. So watch what you're drinking, your coffees, even your teas. Look at the labels on what you're drinking, or track what you're drinking. You'll be able to see, because a lot of times people think they're doing great, but they have a iced coffee every morning loaded with cream and sugar, and then another one in the afternoon, and then a soda, and the sugar adds up like crazy, and that's going to really impact your weight loss. So number 2, watch what you're drinking. All right, guys, so number 3, my third tip for weight loss is going to be veggies. So it's no secret, you gotta get your veggies in. I'm not saying you need to have a meal plan or you need to do this or that. Honestly, rule of thumb, try to add a veggie in with each meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, try to incorporate a veggie. That's all I want you to do. Breakfast, if make some eggs and throw some peppers in, throw some baby spinach in your omelet. You know, have a smoothie with some baby spinach. For lunch, have a serving of veggies. Dinner, serving of veggies. Try to have a serving of veggies at every sitting. Super important. You're going to feel really good too, but that is a really easy way to, number 1, bulk up what you're eating, because vegetables are super nutritious for you and they're the lowest in calories. So, you know, fill yourself up with nutritious calories, and then you're not going to be as hungry either. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I want you to add some sort of veggie. And that moves into tip number 4, portion control. So look at your plate at every meal and look at your portions. Again, I'm not saying you have to get super scientific, but if you have absolutely no idea, rule of thumb is you want your protein. So that's going to be like your chicken, your steak, you know, your protein. You want that to be about the size of your palm, the size of your fist. That's going to be about a serving. You want your carbohydrate to be about a cupful. That's going to be about a serving. Same with like a veggie, like a cupful. Veggies, I always tell people, you don't have to go crazy, but you don't have to be as strict with veggies. But yeah, those potatoes, kind of like a cupful. So when you're putting on your plate, be aware of that. Your fats, so like your peanut butter, kind of like your thumb, so like a tablespoon. So be aware of that when you're throwing peanut butter on stuff. You know, watch your servings. Just be aware of it. Being aware can make a huge difference. So just be aware of your portions. Look at your plate, and you know you should have a protein and a carb and a veggie. And they shouldn't be huge portions. Portion control is a huge way to help you lose weight in a very simple, you know, very simply. Like just watch your portions. And that's way easier said than done. People don't think about their portions a lot, especially when you're going out. They give you way too much, huge portions. So just be aware of your portions. And that leads me into tip number 5, is to just be mindful of what you're eating. That can make a huge difference that people don't even think about. Be aware if you're hungry. Is it 10 o'clock at night and you're watching Netflix and you're so used to Netflix and chill that you grab chips and you're mindfully just eating them and all of a sudden you go through half a bag? Be mindful of what you're doing. If you need a snack at night, put a serving in a bowl. Little changes like that can make such a huge difference. So just number 5, be aware of what you're eating. Be mindful of what you're eating. Look at that pantry and stand in there for 5-10 seconds and be like, am I really hungry or is this just habit? And that's also a really awesome way to learn your habits, because until you really break down what you're eating and break down your habits, you're not going to be able to change anything. So be mindful of what you're putting in your body. Be aware of what you're putting in your body, and then you can learn your habits. Do you have a habit of eating late at night, or do you have a habit of snacking when you get home from work until dinner time? Those are things to just start being aware of and write it down, just like you're going to write down your food. So those are 5 simple things you can do. Nothing crazy, nothing intense. There's no meal plans being thrown at you. There's no macros being thrown at you. Those are 5 simple things that you can do. You don't need to buy anything special. 5 simple things you can just do every day to really start helping with your weight loss. And I promise if you can incorporate those 5 things, you're going to start going down a very healthier road, and you're gonna get mentally on the path to weight loss, and those tips are really gonna help you. So number 1, remember, track your food. Number 2, watch your drinks. Number 3, eat your veggies. Number 4, watch your portions. And number 5, just be mindful. Those are your tips for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe this video. I'm gonna be bringing you more weight loss tips and telling you more about my journey with weight loss. So be sure to subscribe. Like always, stay happy, healthy moms, and we'll talk later. Bye, guys.